Welcome back. We're here to look ahead to Saturday afternoon's Premier League game between Stoke and QPR. Matt, we'll start with Stoke. Really bad news about Bojan.
Yeah, it's terrible. I think when it happened against Rochdale in the Cup, I think you knew it was going to be bad, but to be that bad, talking about 9 months out, ACL, which is obviously a horrible injury to suffer. And Bojan's been so good for them this season. He's such a lovely player. He scores all types of goals. He's inventive. He's playing the back of the net regular basis this season. And for him to be out for that amount of time is a massive blow, not only for him, obviously for the club and for the Premier League as well, because he's been one of the stars of the season. Like I say, he's an excellent footballer, and that was in the game. They won 4-1 against Rochdale in the Cup, which was an impressive win, and obviously that's an impressive win. But to lose Bojan in the same game is not obviously, it takes the gloss off it as well. And but last time out in the league as well, they won at Leicester, won 1-0, and they've been decent form in the league overall, and their form as a whole has been good. But to get that injury to Bojan at this stage of the season, I think I lost Peter Odemwingie to the similar injury in the ACL again, which is a bit of a curse for them as well. So not great, but their form's good, but Bojan terrible.
Terrible, but there's some good news for them in the sense that Senegal got knocked out of the African Cup of Nations. They went into their final Group C game, top of the group, but they lost to Algeria and ended up crashing out because Ghana scored 2 late goals in their game. So I think Mame Biram Diouf, he should be back for this one because obviously he's been a big player for them this season, scored some big goals. I think obviously the most famous one was the winner at City early on in the season, but obviously losing Bojan, but to get Diouf back earlier than they expected, because after the first 2 games they would have thought that Senegal would be going through to the quarterfinals and maybe a deep run in the competition. But it looks like if he can fly back in time and obviously get himself acclimatised in time, he should be back for this one. So that's a boost for them, given that they've lost Bojan for the whole season now. And I think their home form is somewhere they've got to improve. They're still 10th in the table. I think they're 9 points off the bottom. So it has been, on the whole, a decent season. I think Stoke fans, they probably would have taken that at the start of the season, around sort of mid-table. They're not really flirting with relegation that much. But their home form is usually a lot better than it has been in previous seasons. I think their away form, has been better than their home form this season, maybe. So I think they've got to improve their home form, and I think they've won 3 of the last 4 games now, and they come up against a QPR side who've lost every single game. Haven't won in 2015 yet.
Yeah, not been great. I think Stoke won a 4 from 10 at home, so it's not been particularly good. But like I say, coming into this game, and QPR went into the match off the back of a 2-0 defeat against Manchester United at Loftus Road, which was really disappointing. Charlie Austin had their best chance in the first half. He brought a lovely save from De Gea, but it was disappointing even when United scored late on, and Vargas had an excellent chance on the counter-attack, but chose the wrong pass, and struggling for goals overall. I mean, Charlie Austin has been their main man this season. He scored 13 of their 23 goals, and I'll be astounded if he was there next season, to be honest. And that's going to be a major problem for them. I think they'll go down as well, so that's going to be keeping players, but really disappointing, and they've got to solve their away form.
It's not been a great year for them so far, has it? Obviously, they got beaten at home in the FA Cup by Sheffield United 3-0. That was a bad result, and then to lose at home to Man U as well. So their home form had been obviously that's all their points this season have come at home. All 19 points they've got to come at home. They've lost all 10 away games, which is just an astonishingly bad record. And they're 19th in the table, but it's amazing they're not bottom considering they've lost every single away game. And obviously, this is an away game at Stoke. I said that Stoke's home form hasn't been great this season, but the Britannia's never an easy place to go. And QPR is really amazing. They've lost every single away game, and are they going to win here? I don't think many people will be picking them, even though Stoke's home form isn't great.
I think they've scored 5 times on the road as well, so it's not like they've been in most of those games. And I think that's the major thing for Redknapp. It's okay getting beat, it's how you get beat, isn't it? And to score five goals in 10 away games, losing all 10 is terrible, really terrible, when they're struggling.
So what's your score prediction for this game then?
I can't see them getting anything again. Stoke at home, like haven't been too good, but obviously the Bojan thing's a massive thing. Like I say, Diouf will probably be back, so Stoke, their home support behind them, I think they'll win quite comfortably 2-0. 2-0.
I think I'm going to go for a 1-0 Stoke win. I think QPR, their last away game was the one that they probably should have ended the run. At least got a point. They went to Burnley, obviously one of the teams down there with them. They lost 2-1 in that game, so I think Stoke's a harder place to go than Turf Moor. So I'm going to predict a 1-0 Stoke win. So both picking Stoke to win this one. Thanks for watching.